Hello, family. A very good morning and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And let us take a look on important matters. So, there's a deliberate mission by ZANU-PF people to send a narrative that Advocate Noswin Chamisa, the president of the opposition, the Citizens Blue movement, has been exposed or is now isolated. That is the message which is trending and circulating everywhere. Is that so? No. So let me compliment my brother Solomon right here and talk about this issue. He says, those who dislike the Chamisa are trying to convince us that Chamisa is now isolated because he refused to work with Tendai Biti, Mnangagwa, and senior MPs who are very important in the fight against ZANU-PF. Some folks didn't hesitate to partner with ZANU-PF to achieve their personal agenda. How is that isolation? Let us unpack this. The agenda is to find out if Noswin Chamisa is isolated or not at the end of this program. Point number one, President Noswin Chamisa departed from CCC deliberately. He did so unannounced. He simply walked away without consulting these senior people. Jacob Mafume came to actually agree with us that vakatambwa chekuseri. What is happening at this moment in time is that Mnangagwa has been compromised for a very long time. Tendai Biti compromised for a very long time. He does have a long history of controversy. And other senior MPs, they've been compromised. Vakatorama 40,000. They never used those 40Ks to spearhead the change agenda, but they used them for their personal benefits. Right now, they are on another spree, disregarding the interests of the people. So these people, when they were doing this, their main agenda was to isolate President Noswin Chamisa, to leave him weak and not able to maneuver and act. He understood their mission and he left. And when he left them hanging without achieving their agenda. So just imagine that you are about to reach to a certain extent or to a certain stage. Then somebody who you are going after moves aside or steps aside to leave you rest alone. What does that mean? It means you no longer have a competitor. So at this moment in time, Advocate Noswin Chamisa cannot be predicted what he is thinking because they were taking advantage of their proximity to him to sell out, to do all sorts of things. But right now, they don't know what is happening. They are not even privy of his next step. Is he going to come back to CCC? Is he going to launch a new party? Is he going to stay just like that? They don't know. Is he going to partner another person with another person? Nobody knows. They are the ones who are now isolated because they are running around like headless chickens. Look at how Mnangagwa was exposed. Look at how Jacob Mafume was exposed. Look at how Tendai Biti. Look at how they've been embarrassed. Right now, David Coulthard has refused that he is working with this team. He refused that he was part of the meetings. Jacob Mafume failed to confirm whether Wende was part of the meetings or not. He has failed to also confirm whether Lynette Karinyi-Kore was part of this deal or not. What does that mean? This means the battle has just started. Then you have Promise Mkwananzi in the way, standing in the way. This is where the strategy of President Noswin Chamisa is unpredictable. When Fadzai Mayer was removed and Promise Mkwananzi was placed there, Promise came from Norway, just came from Norway. He started to be CCC spokesperson. A lot of people questioned it and said, why? But it was done so as to isolate these idiots. And at this moment in time, these idiots, they are now exposed. Why? Promise Mkwananzi does not have anything to lose. So he doesn't need to contest. He doesn't need to take any other post. He's simply there, stationed within another faction of Triple C as the spokesperson. And Jacob Mafume is claiming to be the spokesperson. Here is the most fun part. Promise Mkwananzi is supporting President Nelson Chamisa. He's using the logo and face of President Nelson Chamisa. We have another team which does not have the blessings of Nelson Chamisa, still clinging onto the face of someone who they call a dictator. These are the people who went to bed with the ZANU-PF. We lost Pastor Masaya. That cannot be something Chatunoti Takanganwirana, let bygones be bygones. No. They donated 2/3 majority of seats to ZANU-PF on a silver platter. Mukoba, that ZANU-PF guy was not contested. Go constituents Ostalos was not contested. Because how do you place a dummy just like that? Then you go to various constituencies and areas. Van Wakanguitwa recalled and were never replaced. Why? It's because they simply wanted to give ZANU-PF 2/3 majority. Take a look Kunyani, Kwakaswa double candidate. They did it deliberately so as to cause confusion, make Triple C lose in the 2023 elections. Right now, they've tried by all means possible to associate with the regime and to send a different narrative, but it's failing. So at this moment in time, these people have been exposed, and this narrative, Yekuti Nelson Chamisa is now isolated, is false. Why? It's because ZANU-PF people have gone back home to ZANU-PF. Nelson Chamisa is now left with citizens. So I know for sure that there are elements who try to hide themselves and come back, but at this moment in time, they are not going to be more effective as they were. So at this moment, they're going to maneuver. No one knows because nobody understands the game which is being played by Nelson Chamisa. So one of the key strategies in the politics of Zimbabwe, Nelson Chamisa has proved that he is a strategist. He does have the support of everyone, except these corrupt Adalas. Even in ZANU-PF, they admire Nelson Chamisa. Everywhere, even if you go to the security structures, there's a consensus. If you go to the civil service, there is consensus. So civil society, there is consensus. To the church, there is consensus. To the citizens, there is consensus that there is need for Nelson Chamisa to come in. So let me read a few comments. And Chamisa, Vanu, Chamisa, more than half of the population prefers Chamisa than any other leader. It's a fact. And the clean break for Chamisa. Okay. And how can you trust a person who did in the state to take Mnangagwa's money? I am amazed that Mr. Know-it-all, he doesn't write about this, but busy with Chamisa, even though he left the party. The toilet will never leave you. So no one disliked Chamisa. Minister left Monzoro. This is another Mrakashi. Okay. So you would see that a lot of people would criticize Nelson Chamisa and his team. Why? It's because they're trying to send a different narrative. But is this narrative going to see the light of the day? I doubt. So what is the message? The message is teams race up for in every corner. It is what it is, but our hope in Advocate Nelson Chamisa is 100%.